Hello, happy Monday. It has been crazy. I am pre-recording this. I have no idea what's going to happen between the time I record this and the time you actually see it, but we're getting it done today. So we are in February. I feel like January was 1,000 years and like 5 seconds all at the same time. What a crazy month. But we are in February, and so we are going to do the obvious hokey thing, and we are going to spend February talking about love. Okay? So, first, Monday Matters in February, how we love our family matters. I'm going to go back to the basics today on this one. Have you heard of the 5 love languages? There's quizzes that you can take to see what your love language is. There's a book. There's all kinds of things. There's classes. There's all the things on the 5 love languages, okay? How we give and receive love is important. Now, I don't think that these are like black and white. You can only give or receive love in these certain ways. I think that there's a lot of different ways that we love and show love to each other. But the point of today is how the members of your family give and receive love are so important. And I think it's so important that we know and we acknowledge how that works. So if we're going to look at the standard 5 love languages, there's words of affirmation. So compliments, praise, anything verbal, right? Acts of service, doing helpful things, taking care of things without being asked, that kind of thing. Receiving gifts, that's thoughtful presents, physical items, whatever, right? Cards, letters, stuff like that. Quality time. My definition here is undivided attention. That's a hard one. And then physical touch, hugs, pats, high fives, holding hands, all that kind of stuff, right? So those are 5 ways that are listed in the 5 love languages. I know that there are ways to give and receive love that are outside of that boundary. Not all kids are going to fit into that 5. However, if we can look at our kids and study them and learn them and know and understand how they feel loved, we can love them in that specific way. I'm a words of affirmation person. If you see me doing something good and you tell me that you thought that it was good, I take that to heart. At the same time, if I think I'm doing something good and no one acknowledges that I'm doing something good, then I'm all kinds of anxious because I don't think I'm doing the right thing, right? Now, this is not me fishing for compliments. It's just giving you an example, okay? If you're an acts of service person and your kids clean their room or do the dishes without being asked, or your spouse, right? If you are a quality time person and you have a minute to just sit next to someone and talk and chat and all those kinds of things, knowing and understanding how our family members give and receive love can help us to communicate, right? And when we can communicate that love to them so that they know and understand, it helps them to be more secure in our relationships. So that's your assignment for the week. Talk to your kids, number 1, or your spouse or your friends, whoever, and see what they appreciate. There's quizzes, so easy to find. Google 5 love languages quiz and see what your spouse gets on that or what your kids get on that. And they have like the kids version of that. So if you have littles at home, you can work with them through that. Most littles are probably going to still be in the gifts range because they're going to love whatever you hand them, right? But as they're getting bigger, sometimes they just want you to speak the affirmation to them. And that means more to them than the gift. Or they want you to help them with homework or sit and listen to their story, right? Now, I can just about promise you that throughout any given day, one of my children will have all 5 of these things that they're going to need from me. Absolutely. But they do all also operate in one primary language. And as I work to figure that out, I can communicate with them much better and they know and understand that I love them. So figure out your kiddos, figure out your spouses, your friends, your parents, your families, all of it. See how it works. I hope you have a fantastic Monday. Love you all.